Welcome back, everybody. We're ready for another week. We're on week 29. You know that means there's like not even 10 weeks of school left? April 19th to the 23rd. If you're interested, we are actually able to work in the book now. Module 3, Topic 2, and go ahead and take a look at page M3 137 through 147. And you're going to start to see some real world math. Absolutely. Remember, every module, every topic, we finally get to use the mathematics on the real world. But before we do that, it's time for our shout outs. And this week was outstanding on Mathia. Unbelievable. Here we go. Alexis Brandt, Clay Contois, Claire Darlin, Maddie Hamilton, Hunter Lawson, Valen Magala, Colin McBride, Quinn Moses, Cam Odell, Reliance Morgan, Jackson Knoll, Period 5, Kristen Barnett, Spencer Deerdorf, Maya Eckel, Carter Harris, Kylie Heiner, Hannah Lee, Arthur Lucan, Carlene Nolan, Ashley Ole, and Serenity Sebasta. And remember, when you see those red stars, that either means extra time, so more than the 30 minutes, or they finished more than one workspace. Can you imagine? Nice work to Clay Contois, Maddie Hamilton, Cam Odell, Reliance Morgan, Kristen Barnett, Maya Eckel, Carter Harris, Hannah Lee, Carlene Nolan, Ashley Ole, and Serenity Sebasta. Thank you for doing Mathia. And I told you, once you get into it, it actually gets easier and easier and faster, and you actually learn more of the details than you do in class, because with hybrid, we're only here 2 times a week. All right, now, this week, I thought we'd do it a little different. Our shout outs are going to be to the people that turned in all the homework this week. The solo activity, the Mathia activity, participated in class, and our shout outs this time go to Alexis Brandt, Clay Contois, Claire Darlin, Hunter Lawson, Valen Magala, Reliance Morgan, Jackson Knoll, and Cam Odell. Period 5, Kristen Barnett, Spencer Deerdorf, Maya Eckel, Alyssa Granados, Kylie Heiner, Carlene Nolan, and Arthur Lucan. Again, thank you and congratulations for getting all that extra work done. Now, we've been working on SOH CAH TOA. You've got a rhyme. Oscar has a heap of apples. Mr. Miller shared out a whole bunch of them that you could have used, so that whenever we talk about the opposite and the adjacent, we know which one of these to use. Tangent. Okay, so this is real world. But this week is one of those weeks where teachers have to do some bookkeeping work, okay? So we need your help to do a survey. How did this year go? How do you feel about online learning, hybrid learning, math, school? Are you looking forward to next year? We need you as the solo practice work this week, and it's going to be worth a quiz score. So we need you to take your time and actually put some sentences in there on how we teachers can do a better job next year. How many videos did you watch of Monty this year? How many video tutorials did you watch because you were absent and you needed to review? Were there things that you saw in other classes that were really helpful? Reach out, let us know. So that's what we want to focus on this week. And then, when we have extra time, we're going to do a little bit of SOH CAH TOA, okay? And here's a real world example. A drawbridge. Maybe you've been to Portland, maybe you've been to Seattle, where there are certain areas where the bridge lifts up so that the boats can go through, okay? So a boat's going to go through here. We need the drawbridge to go up far enough so that the boat can get underneath. All right. Now, an engineer needs to know, how high does the bridge need to go? Which function would we use if we know this length and this length? First thing you need to look for is the reference angle. Okay? Here's our reference angle. Now think of our vocabulary. We drew this in such a way so that the 90 degree is right here. All right? Now in class, you've been chanting. What do you call that side of the triangle that's across from the 90 degree? Good job. The HYP, the hypotenuse. Now, if this is the reference angle and you go across, this 37 is called the what? Yes, the OPP. The opposite. And then that vocab word that we've got to know in geometry, adjacent, the ADJ. All right. So now we know the opposite, the OPP, and we know the adjacent, the ADJ. Which function in SOH CAH TOA, which function do we use if we have the opposite, the OPP, and the adjacent, the ADJ? SOH CAH TOA. Yes, the tangent. So this week, we are going to actually look at real world problems and write out that the tangent of this angle is equal to the OPP over the ADJ. And then, by the end of the week, we will be able to solve for that angle measure. Trigonometry in the real world. All right? So, have a great week. Hopefully, you take your time and do a really good job with that survey so that we can be better teachers next year. So, we'll see you in class on Monday and Tuesday. Bye-bye.